Maybe it's the fact that I grew up in the desert, but something about the snow always calls out to me. It can take an area that you know like the back of your hand and make it seem so foreign, ripe for exploration and adventure. We're heading southeast, making a beeline for Shaver Lake, an area full of trails and campsites that stay open through the winter, so long as you're willing to brave the snow. The drive is about 3 hours, so of course, we need some road snacks.
Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Ben. Welcome to the channel. Today, we are out doing some camping in the Sierra National Forest. This is Camp Edison. We're right on a lake that's actually owned and operated by the Edison Power Company. And they operate this great campground as well. It has services, facilities, potable water and toilets and things like that. And this whole area just has a ton of awesome stuff to get out and explore. We're about to go hit a trail up to the top of Bald Mountain. We were expecting way more snow than this, but given how nice it is out here, we think we might actually be able to do it. So let's get to it.
We've got some friends with us on this trip. Of course, we're out here in the 4Runner. My good friend Rob brought his Land Rover L322, and his son even brought out his Defender. This is going to be fun.
Oh, no problems. All of that then. So far the trail seems pretty passable. The snow is manageable. Some nice tracks have been carved. We're going to air down and see how far we can make it.
Sometimes you find yourself between a rock and a hard place. Only in this case, our rock is a chunk of ice, and our hard place is a rut in the trail. So we break out our shovels and get to work. This is all part of the fun. And soon enough, we're back on our way, and we finally make it to our destination.
Alright, so we made it up to the top of Bald Mountain, or at least what we're going to call the top anyway. The trail to get here definitely had some tough spots. I was glad that we had another rig with us and that we had all the recovery gear we needed, because we did pull out the tow strap, the soft shackles, and the shovels to get us out of some tight spots. This view, though, is so worth it. We can see for miles. The weather is beautiful. We couldn't ask for a better day to be doing this on. But now it's time for us to get back down this mountain, get back to camp, and get dinner going, and probably have a few beers as well. Let's do it. So we made it back to camp a little bit after the sun went down. On the drive home from the Bald Mountain Trail, the sun was setting. It was an absolutely gorgeous drive. As you just saw, we got the campfire going so that we could get those hot coals, because tonight we're doing campfire pizza. We're also going to start off with an appetizer cooked the same way of garlic knots. So we're going to use the same pizza dough, tie it into knots, slather it with some butter, some garlic, some cheese. It's going to be delicious. In the meantime, we are getting camp set up, and then we'll get to cooking. So it's Sunday morning. We had a pretty chilly night last night, but everyone managed to make it through. We stayed pretty warm up in the iKamper with our usual loadout, the 0-degree bags, the extra down quilt, and some pocket hand warmers. Those definitely helped. We're kind of taking a slow morning here, just doing breakfast and coffee and packing up camp. We're gonna walk down, maybe check out the lake, and then do a short little drive to some of the other cool spots in the area. So we'll bring you along for all of that. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You know, since we didn't get to see much of the Defender on the trail yesterday, I think it only makes sense to bring it along with us on the trail to the lake. And yesterday we may have seen the L322 struggle a bit with ice and snow heading up to Bald Mountain, but today we see the Defender struggling with the laws of gravity. Again. And again. And again. Man, physics is a bitch. Shaver Lake is a beautiful place, even in the winter with the water level drained so low. It's an awesome spot to come hang out and relax. Just up the highway a little ways is Huntington Lake. It sits at a slightly higher elevation, is also a massive lake, and is also quite drained for the winter. Because of the higher elevation, this one's actually starting to ice over a little bit. I don't think it's ready to walk on though.
So I think that'll do it here for us. We've spent some time exploring Huntington Lake, playing in the snow and trying to skip rocks on the iced over lake. We've got some clouds rolling in and we've got a couple hours of driving ahead of us to get home. So I think that'll do it for this video. Hopefully you liked what you saw. Feel free to hit that like button if you did, and subscribe and stick around if you want to see more of this style of content. But until next time, get out and explore somewhere. Should this be my intro or? Maybe I'll do it inside the car. I should have done this before the other kids woke up. Sometimes you just need a Toyota to help you out in a pinch.